Yeah, Huckleberry.
This is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, Stephen, yes. This is live.
Hello and welcome on into this. Why are we doing this live? Are we doing this live and it's not broadcasting?
It's private.
That's okay
live.
then.
This is pre-recorded. Stephen's asking why this is Wednesday. It's actually Monday we're recording this. 2 days earlier.
So we'll come in with that again. Welcome on in to this Wednesday's edition of Entertainment News, folks. Thank you for joining us here on our YouTube channel once again, and of course our Twitch stream. I'm one of your co-hosts, Stephen John McLaughlin. Our co-host keeps me right all the time. It's John C. Walsh. How you doing, John?
I'm doing good.
I saw the live thing. I went, are we live? People should not be seeing this until
we are most
ready.
Definitely live, but it is currently recording. It's live, but it's private.
Yes, that's how good we are at this job. We can do things live and not pre-recorded and cut and all that.
Like we don't need to cut.
All these big YouTube channels. But yeah, I was very professional.
Who needs slick editing with your fancy graphics and zooms and stuff like that when you can just do it live in one cut?
Yes, but we'll crack on, John, to our main headline and of course our thumbnail. It's all about Pathaan and why Shah Rukh Khan's comeback film is a big deal. It is a big deal, isn't it? It's a big deal for this man.
I've totally changed the whole fucking headline.
Yeah, we'll talk about that though. You've got some stuff up anyway. So, the 57-year-old is making a comeback on the big screen after a series of setbacks in his personal and professional life, including the arrest of his son, Aryan Khan, last year on fake charges of drug possession. The charges were eventually dropped in a number of films that didn't do well. The gap has piqued interest in Khan and also led to a heightening scrutiny of the film, which also stars Deepika Padukone and one of India's most popular stars, and John Abram. Starting in December, when the filmmakers began releasing a promotional video of Pathaan's songs, which we reacted to, the film has been the subject of incessant chatter on social media, and since its trailer dropped last week, the fan frenzy has peaked. It has been watched more than 49 million times on YouTube. Khan's tweet of the Hindu trailer has had 3.9 million views and an additional 500,000 each for the Telugu and Tamil versions. Reports say that there have been exceptional response to advanced ticket sales in the US, UAE and Germany and Australia. John, this film hits the screens tomorrow, but it will be yesterday when this actually goes out. So we want to know what you guys thought. If you went on the first day, tell us what the film was like, if it was absolutely amazing. How was Shah Rukh Khan's performance, John? But a lot of his career, not that he's going to lose sleep over if it doesn't do well, but in terms of legacy, we were talking about that in a previous show, John. He's not had a good run of films of late, the previous few. How important do you think this film is, that it is a success? Oh,
it's massive for him, Stephen, and his sort of desire to get back into filmmaking, I'd imagine, on a semi-regular basis. That's the word I'll use. It's about to say occurrence. Don't know why, that's not English. Although what is, it's coming out my mouth to the wider populace, let's be honest here. If he wants to get back into the sort of rhythm of making movies regular, and look, we did look at his filmography on IMDb. He's got a couple coming after this in short succession. He wants us to be as successful as humanly possible, Stephen, and I think casting the likes of John Abram and Deepika Padukone, who are, I mean, Abram's not much younger than him. I think he is a little bit younger. Deepika is a lot younger. She's obviously got a demographic. They're picking the right sort of pieces around about him to help this movie succeed. Even the best actors in the world can't do it all on their own. They need
No.
a strong supporting cast to make a movie truly great. So I think, just for his own personal pride and desire to get back into acting, hardcore again, if you'd like, he'll want this to be a huge success. And certainly an article we will bring up, I'm sure, and a couple of jigs has shown that at least the pre-booking, which is old news by the time this comes out because the movie will be out, very strong. Numbers are there. It is a big deal. It's a big deal for him and his reputation and getting back at it. It's a big deal to oversee all the nonsense that's going on personally in his life over the last 3-4 years. He wants to get back into it again. It's also a big deal for the fan base and for the world.
Yeah.
You've seen it there. United Arab Emirates, Austria, Germany, or Australia and Germany it may have been. Like again, was it Australia?
I think it was Australia.
Australia and Germany.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide release and it's garnering interest because it's Shah Rukh Khan. It's a guy that's had connections with Wayne Rooney, connections with Gerard Butler. This guy's renowned around the world.
Yeah.
So when he releases a movie, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a big deal. First and foremost, because it's Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
But just everything that's going on with it, Steve, and obviously he's been attacking certain things going on in India. He's been raising his head above the parapet. Certain sections of that society are gunning for him.
Yeah.
They want him to fail. And he is shirking that controversy. He's dancing around it, almost like a minefield. Just promoting the movie, hoping that the artistic experience produced speaks for itself and he doesn't have to answer to all the nonsense that surrounds individuals when they stick their head above the parapet and address that matter in India. So, yeah, I mean, he'll be hoping that it succeeds for that as well, because then he knows that he has his brand, his name. He can really go out and say what he wants and it'll be untarnished. We've seen that with Thalapathy down in the south.
Yeah.
Certain individuals down there, governmental figures, want to attack him. They bring up his tax returns and stuff like that because he is quite a flag bearer, if you like, a trailblazer when it comes to societal issues. He'll go out and speak his mind about politics. He'll go out and speak his mind about some of the other stuff. It rubs people up the wrong way, Stephen. But his brand, his movies speak for themselves 9 times out of 10. When he releases it, it doesn't matter what the haters think. They succeed regardless because it's Thalapathy Vijay, who we will be speaking about. Shah Rukh will be hoping it's the same for him.
John,
I don't care who you are, Stephen. You take a 3-4 year hiatus, there's going to be doubts.
Yeah. John, I was going to actually say that time period that he's been away and he's made his comeback means that John and I have not covered these news because there's been nothing in the time that we obviously started taking an interest in Indian cinema. So this is really big for us as well because it's our first experience of seeing this kind of promotion for such a big production and expectation as well. Borderline, and as you said on the VJ stuff, John, that we experienced during the promotion of Beast as well. Master. The first one was obviously Master when we started taking an interest in Indian cinema, and I think from that perspective, John, it's been very interesting to see the promotion of Pathaan as well. Not really expecting it to be as big because we've not experienced previous films or anything like that, but when we watched that first, I think it was the musical number down at the sort of coastline, I just knew right away, I went, there's a good feel to this promotion, and even if this musical number is not even in the film, which sometimes happens, it's still a good feel that there's a good production, a good crew there, a good cast that look like they've got great chemistry, and that's what we're seeing from the 3 main stars. We're seeing that good chemistry. We saw it in the trailer that came out a couple of weeks ago. I think this article says it came out last week. I think it was actually 2 weeks ago it came out, and it drops the 24th, John. I think in the UK, is it the 24th as well? Yeah, it's Wednesday 24th, 25th. It comes out here, Wednesday 25th. And there's 3 showings during the day. 3 showings, that's out in the city centre. 2 in obviously Silverburn. I'm just looking, Steve, because I'm interested in going and seeing this movie. I actually do what you want. And I'm trying to see if it is on IMAX. Because I would go and watch this movie. 100%. John, I will say one thing. Coming from the trailer, I think this would look absolutely stunning in IMAX. Yeah, I'm trying to see if it is available on IMAX. It doesn't look like it, John, but I think it depends on perhaps maybe if Screen 1 is definitely not IMAX. No. Screen 11. Yeah, Screen 11, John. It depends on how many people turn up for it, because Screen 11 is the biggest theatre as well.
And Avatar obviously is out just now,
so it's going to obviously put a hex on things, but I don't mind. I just, it's more a communal thing that I'm more interested in. I want to sit in a theatre with like-minded people watching that type of film and appreciating obviously Shah Rukh Khan's performance.
How big concern is it going to have subtitles?
I'm pretty sure it would, John.
It winds me up a bit that it isn't showing in IMAX, because it shows here showing in IMAX 4DX super screen,
Glasgow,
but just not in Glasgow.
Yeah, I think probably Avatar's got something to do with that, John. That will have most of the theatres booked out.
100%.
And it's only one theatre, it's only one screen, isn't it? We've got,
it's the biggest IMAX screen in Britain.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that, John, but yeah, definitely.
I'd definitely be interested in going and seeing this movie, because it's Shah Rukh. We've not seen a single one of his movies, and based on the trailer, Stephen, it looks, as they say in this article, like a sort of combination of Mission Impossible meets James Bond meets I don't know, something else, Jason Bourne. There's a lot going on in there. And then you've got the great musical numbers that are always there in Indian cinema that propel the story forward in a sort of condensed way. And just seeing this guy at his work, if you'd like, doing what he does. This is the second richest actor, I believe, or certainly one of the most richest actors on the planet. Getting to see this guy doing his work would be a pleasure to watch on a big screen. I'm going to bring this up briefly, Stephen. This is going to be out of date. It is going to be out of date by the time this releases, because the movie will be out and the numbers will be there for all to see. But pre-tickets, this is as of Sunday, 5:15, I think, Sunday, yesterday, as we are recording this. You can see the numbers it's making.
Yeah.
Total tickets sold. There's always that weird sort of way that they write numbers in India that I'm not used to, in Western people in general aren't used to.
The commas are placed, isn't it?
Yeah, they place the commas in a slightly strange way. I think it may be that's crore or something like that, 3 crore, which I'm not entirely sure how that translates to our numbering system, but it's a lot. It's making a lot of money in terms of pre-booking. Terrific advance bookings of Pathaan have brought abundant cheer and optimism within the industry. Steve, we spoke about this during COVID.
Yep.
The south of India was really preparing ticket sales. You had a lot of big releases coming out, the likes of Master. Beast came out a year later. But there was a lot of big releases hitting the screens down south. And they were really pushing the box office numbers and almost saving Indian cinema at that time. It's great to see that we've got the release of a Shah Rukh movie and it's doing something for the north of India. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not the best at Indian geography, but the makeup of the cities, but I think the north may have more population, I can't even speak.
Yeah.
More bigger urban areas, a lot more people staying up north. And that may have been why cinema wasn't doing quite as well during COVID, because there was more people reluctant to go into theatres.
Condensed areas.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true. I may be talking absolute nonsense. Maybe someone can correct me down below. But as man, revive single screens. All set to revive theatrical biz, going by the terrific advance bookings. Most importantly, as many as 25 single screens were shut. Will reopen with Pathaan this week. He's opening up theatres for his release. So that's great for the cinema. That's great for the industry over there. The cinema sort of companies, they call them exhibitors, don't they?
Yeah.
That's great for them that he is pushing that much buzz, that much bums onto seats, that it's actually opening up screens that were shut up until this point. So that's why it's such a big deal.
Yeah. John, we'll be covering this, and we will be going to see this, and we may do an out of theatre
when you get the
reaction
mics
as well. Yeah. even if we don't, John, it'll have to be something obviously compatible with mobile. Probably from your mobile, because you've got the more modern phone, but just for obviously access, and we could prop it up with one of my tripods or one of our tripods here. But yeah, I think it's something that we should do. Certainly, if anyone's up for it, we want to talk to us about the film who may be there on the day. Certainly, it would be good to get their thoughts on it as well. Yeah. But we'll see how it goes, John. But it's an opportunity for us to do that for a first, and it would be quite an interesting one to do. But we're going to move on, John, to our next topic, and it's about Thalapathy Vijay, just like you mentioned earlier. And this is coming in from pinkvilla.com.
This was slightly confusing to me, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
What's a success bash?
Yeah, what's sport? Long hair. I don't think it's long. It's just, I think it's long for him, but it's a great style.
It's not even longer for him, Steve, and he's just wearing it down. He usually slicks it back.
Yeah, it's a different style, but he looks absolutely tremendous. But Thalapathy Vijay, Thalapathy Vijay flaunts his new look at Varisu Success Bash to sport long hair in Lokesh Kanagaraj film, ? Well, we'll find that out. Thalapathy 67, of course. There's a great photo, John, and I'm just going to read this little bit here.
I love it when he shows off the salt and pepper in the beard.
Yeah, it's just a class guy, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
look at his shirt as well. Everything about him just oozes class. But this photograph actually came from musician S. Taman. He took this to his official Instagram handle and shared a picture with the Varisu team, including leading man Thalapathy Vijay, director Vamshi Pedapalli, and lyricist Vivek. What a moment with #VJ, and at #Varisu, #Blockbuster Varisu. Taman captured his post. However, it is Thalapathy Vijay's new look in the picture that caught the eye of the fans and the Tamil cinema audiences. Cinema audiences now. Interestingly, the popular star is seen flaunting his new look, new long hair look in the new picture, which is going viral on social media, as it does. You just have to hashtag him and get an exclusive photograph and it will go viral. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
What is that top all about as well? That shirt. I mean, this guy, it's just a plain shirt, but it just makes it look so classy.
It does,
with
yeah.
those jeans and those shoes. I mean, this guy just oozes style, doesn't he?
The guy next to him's ballsy as well. You've got to
white-
commend anyone that wears all white.
gear, yeah.
Anyone that wears all white deserves respect.
Yeah.
On multiple levels, he's rocking that. But I tell you what, he's not showing up. VJ is by far the star attraction in that image.
Yeah.
It's just everything about the guy, Steve, and his whole image, the hair, the beard. It's so well. I'm trying to think of the right word. I was going to say manicured, but that's not right. It's so well styled. That's the best I can come up with. The just the little hints of grey at the bottom of the beard. She says just the style. He's a cool looking guy. I'd love to see him sporting a different look, man. I'd love to see him sporting this sort of Beatles cut. That's what I would compare that to. It's almost like a Beatles cut. In the upcoming Lokesh movie, Lokesh Kanagaraj, Stephen, incidentally, we will be speaking about him in the next topic.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant director, man. We've still not seen Vikram.
No, can't get
Need
it
to
anywhere,
watch
that's
that.
the thing.
Yeah, we can't get it anywhere.
I don't understand this.
We'd like to do like a watch along.
Yeah.
And we're toiling mightily. We obviously seen.
know it's been on Disney Plus Hotstar, but we don't get that over here. Or we get a version of it that doesn't have that content on it. So we can't access it in any fashion.
And then when you do try to access it, the pocket and actually strike your channel, great fun. But we've also watched Lokesh movies before, Kanagaraj movies before. He done Master.
Yeah.
And he done Kaifi, I want to say it was called.
Mm.
With Karfi, the actor, obviously was out of prison, wanted to go home to his daughter. Gets embroiled in all this nonsense. I think they drugged the police or something like that. I always remember it because he was getting towed in, the actor, into a biryani, and it looked tremendous.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're well versed in Lokesh's movies. We know he's a brilliant director, a young director as well.
Yeah.
And he's almost doing a Tarantino thing where it's a universe. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that in the next topic, I'm absolutely certain.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Thalapathy Vijay sporting a different look, man. The fact he's just getting into this sort of grey stuff with the beard, that's not something we're accustomed to. We obviously watched him getting back 20 years. And he was very, very young. He had the dark beard. And in recent years he's been dyeing the beard. Except for that one with was it Biggle?
Yeah.
He played the sort of 3 roles and there was all white hair.
Yeah.
He also went kind of, not on naturals. I don't think the man's got white hair. He's in his late 40s. But I like the fact he's showing a little bit. Yes. I like the fact he's showing a bit of white in the beard.
Yeah.
So I'm liking the look. I approve of that look. Not that Thalapathy gives a shit.
I think I may have said this before. I'm not really sure if I said it on our show, but I think it was maybe around about Christmas time. I said, you know something, I'm actually missing watching VJ films, because it has been a lot. We obviously did a lot of web series all last year for a whole year, so we weren't seeing a lot of films, and we hadn't seen Beast.
No.
We hadn't seen the films that we were tracking back with, obviously Roof at that point, and I did miss that presence. I missed his on-screen presence. So it's going to be good to see.
It's a larger than life character.
Yeah, and I don't think very much like any working actor who's constantly making films, I don't think Beast, as much as it didn't do as well as perhaps Master in terms of reception, I don't think that kind of thing washes with him anyway. I think he moves on very quickly onto the next thing, And I've got high hopes for Thalapathy 67, John.
I mean, you speak of Varisu, Steve. Just briefly going off on a little tangent. You can see here, it's only 2 reviews. You can't see because it's terrible. I'll bring you up on your pod. 2 reviews, Hindustan Times, the Times of India. They're speaking very highly of it. Very highly indeed. In terrific form, cracking one-liners that have us break out into a smile, exchanging comic counters with Yogi Babu. As a viewer, if you had walked in with your expectations in place after watching the trailer, you won't be disappointed. So this seems like a hit.
Yeah.
And in terms of money, it's making good money as well. So I'm glad to see he's back in form after Beast, which was getting slaughtered by all and sundry.
Put us off, didn't it, a little bit? And it doesn't normally, we don't normally do that, but normally when it comes to obviously Indian cinema, our community keep us right on a lot of things. In terms of that, I don't think it was a terrible film, but I think there has been better. Certainly Master's one of them. But I'm looking forward to this film. When it will be titled, who knows. But yeah, we're going to move on.
And I want to see him have long hair in it.
Yeah, we're going to move on. This actually ties in with obviously what we've been talking about. You talked about the expanded universe type thing. John, we're talking about Fahadh Faasil as Amar make a comeback in Thalapathy 67.
This is from Vikram again.
Vikram actor drops hint. John, we were saying, I know his face. We've not seen Vikram, but we obviously saw the trailers, and we did see him in Super Deluxe. So this is a very short and sweet one from IndiaToday.in. And after the phenomenal success of Vikram, director Lokesh Kanagaraj is currently shooting for Vijay's Thalapathy 67 in Kodaikanal. I hope I've said that right. Now there are rumours that Fahadh Faasil is likely to be part of Thalapathy 67, which is part of the Lokesh cinematic universe, popularity known as the LCU. I like that. During a recent interaction with the media, Fahadh revealed that he may be part of the film since it is part of the LCU. He also opened up about a standalone film on his character Amar from Vikram. That's all it says, John. Excited about this? Yeah.
I've not seen Vikram, so I can't really speak in depth about his performance in that movie, but I was really excited for Vikram.
Yeah.
Obviously Vijay Sethupathi playing the villain in it.
Yeah.
Something I always want to see because I love that guy, one of my favourite actors from India. And again, it's Lokesh Kanagaraj, it was Kamal Hassan, it was an unbelievable cast. And Fahadh Faasil, if that's how you say his name, we've seen him in Super Deluxe. I think he may have played the husband figure.
Yeah.
It was this sort of wife and husband.
That's a dead body one. Yeah.
I think she was cheating on him, wasn't she? They had the
issue. Who was playing the wife again? It was somebody really famous. Well, I can't remember.
I can search it up just now, Steve, if you want.
But
he was great in it. He was great, and it was one of our favourite movies we've seen from the subcontinent.
He's obviously worked with Vijay Sethupathi in 2 things that you just mentioned there, in Super Deluxe and obviously Vikram. Possibility that we could see a reunion of Vijay Sethupathi and Thalapathy Vijay in this universe as well. Obviously the 2 of them went head to head in Master. Fantastic chemistry between these 2 actors and characters. And Samantha, what's Samantha? I was going to say Samantha, but I wasn't sure. Super Deluxe was fantastic. I'm glad
it was one of my favourites, and again it was Vijay Sethupathi in that as well, playing a trans character.
Yeah,
the man plays the same actor or the same character in every movie apparently.
A very good performance, and a very good performance from obviously Fahadh Faasil in that film.
Yeah, he was very, very good. So that's where we know him from. So seeing him acting alongside Thalapathy would be a great thing. Seeing him coming into this universe again as a recurring character, that's something we've enjoyed in Western spheres with the likes of Quentin Tarantino. He builds an in-universe, in-world sort of references.
Yeah. Big
Kahuna Burger, the sort of cigarettes, the banks. Something we see.
Same sheriff.
Yeah. We see things like that, little references, so it's good to see Lokesh is doing that. He's not just building singular stories. Things have got connections, they've got meanings, and there's ramifications that can be drawn out into other movies. Seeing Thalapathy coming in, obviously Master was Lokesh, wasn't it?
Yep.
So if that's part of the same universe and that's the same character, JD, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know how they would make that work. I don't know how that would work.
Especially Vijay Sethupathi.
Because he's dead, isn't he?
He's dead, yeah.
Why is it? Yeah, definitely.
Character is. We've not got an exclusive here. Vijay Sethupathi is alive and well, folks.
Oh, he hooked him, didn't he? It was, God, what's he? Bhavani.
Yeah.
Definitely hooked him on a meat hook. So he's
So was
definitely
Bethany, was he the character in Vikram then? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
So it can't be.
So I don't. Maybe that's not part of the
Yeah.
universe. I don't think it is, Stephen. To be fair, I think it's Kaifi, Vikram, and then it's potentially this is the same universe. I think Master's singular. To be fair, so you could potentially. I have not seen Vikram or Vikram. I can't tell you if Vijay Sethupathi survived in that, whether he could appear again. But I'd love to see him working alongside Thalapathy. But Fahadh, Faasil, love to see him popping up with Thalapathy. Stephen, we've watched a lot of Thalapathy Vijay movies, and the really good ones always have a brilliant performance from that man. That's par for the course. He carries movies on his own. But the really, really good ones have other actors alongside him. Master had Vijay Sethupathi. It had your man Arjun Das.
Yeah.
You've had other movies where he's had lesser actors working alongside him. He's had to do a lot of heavy lifting, and the movies suffered for that. So if we can get Fahadh Faasil coming in and helping a Thalapathy Vijay out with Lokesh Kanagaraj's great guidance in the director's seat, I see no reason why that wouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a positive thing.
Yeah.
So make it so, Lokesh.
Those last two articles, John, really gives you a lot of confidence in this next film. It really does. You know,
the look.
Yeah, the look and
the
everything.
director,
obviously the casting as well.
The casting.
This is looking fantastic.
It is. Well, when those two guys get together, man, magic happens. Who says that?
Definitely does.
We've seen the behind the scenes images of Master. They seem to have a brilliant time on the set. It was almost like brotherly love. They would have a lot of hugging.
Yeah.
All smiles. It seemed to be a really positive atmosphere on the set of that movie. There's the intro again. Every time. This is what happens when you don't have Stream Deck working. It's a right pain in the arse. The ass. Pain in the ass. So, yeah.
Buttocks.
Buttocks, yes.
That's Forrest Jump.
Yes.
Come saying that.
Complete pain in the buttocks. So, I mean, special relationship behind the camera. And it obviously was palpable in what we got in the movie. I really enjoyed Master. For me, one of his best movies. The story, the acting.
Their introduction to the man.
Was our introduction. So I'm looking forward to seeing Varisu. I'm looking forward to what's to come with 67. Tracking the news, because Varisu crept up.
It did,
I didn't know much about that movie until, there was a title release and we seemed to miss it. Oh, that's what it's called. Brilliant. Oh, it's coming out.
That's why we need you guys.
We do.
You need to keep us.
So that Wasp poster, we need you.
Straight and narrow,
Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I can't
that
wait.
will be an event movie.
Yeah.
Regardless. But look, that's going to round it up. It was a very short and sweet one. 30 minutes exactly. I think it was about 6 minutes of music. Nondescript, copyright-free music playing. What is your thoughts on Pathaan? Have you seen Pathaan by this point? How did it stack up for you? Would you recommend going and seeing it in a theatre? What's your thoughts on its performance? Why is it a big deal? Is it a big deal? Share your thoughts down below if you've got anything to say about that down below in the comment section. It's a place to put it. What do you make about Thalapathy Vijay's new look? The salt and pepper beard. Mostly pepper with a large slice of salt down the bottom. And his magnificent flowing thick locks. The man looks wondrous for his late 40s. He's defying the ageing process. I need to get his secrets before I become the old woman from A Shining. Share your thoughts about his new look. Can that carry over? Is that a deliberate aesthetic for the upcoming Thalapathy movie? Thalapathy 67? It's not named yet. And your thoughts on Thalapathy 67? Do you want to see Fahadh Faasil coming in from Vikram? Is it going to be part of Lokesh's LCU, if you like? Do you want to see him, Thalapathy, acting together? For me, the more good actors on the screen working under Lokesh, the better. What's your thoughts? Comment down below if you get anything to say about that. Anything at all down below in the comment section is the place to put it. You can also like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to your eyeballs. And all that's left to say is, until the next time, me and Stephen are done. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.